Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a lovely day. So, my favorite tarot reader on YouTube, Neo Tarot, just released another reading on Foodie Beauty. And I watched it, and it was very insightful. That's the word that comes to mind, insightful. All of Neo Tarot's readings are very insightful, but this one really went deep, Neo. It really went deep. I mean, there are a few things you said in the reading that I just, the moment you said them, I'm like, that hits hard. That hits really, really hard. Like you absolutely nailed it with some of the things that you said. But it was extremely interesting. It was very insightful. And I want to give my thoughts as well. And I encourage everyone to check out Neo Tarot on her channel. You can find her channel and find her original video link down below in the description. So do please take a look. She not only does readings on Foodie Beauty, but also different readings on celebrities, actors, actresses, even historical places. So if you happen to like really great tarot readings, check out Neo Tarot. Absolutely recommend her. She is always on point with everything. She pulls no punches. Her mouth is not a bakery. She doesn't sugarcoat anything. Has a wonderful merch store. And if you're someone looking for a private reading, she does those too. So I want to pull up her reading and react to it and give my thoughts. And I hope you guys enjoy today. Let me just go ahead and pull it up and we'll get started. One moment. All right. Okay. So let's see what Neo has to say. Take it away, Neo.
Hey y'all, hey, let's get into this intuitive reading, this intuitive message for Foodie Beauty. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot, sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to begin to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're always here, welcome back, friend. Okay, there's a couple of things. Y'all know when I get this decks, I start getting downloads. It just pop off like that. So it is what it is. I respect it just so the spirit knows. You know, I'm with you. I'm 10 toes down. So spirit is acknowledging run, first of all. Also, like, you know, that little story, like run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I don't know why the hell that story coming up. And then there's also something about her playing tic-tac-toe. So somebody hit me up and was like, yo, Neil, she's in Thailand. And so I was like, okay. So side note, I was watching Scandal for like the 1 millionth time. So I stopped Scandal for y'all. I stopped it for y'all.
And we appreciate that you did, Neo. Sorry to interrupt the program.
Spirit is acknowledging she's sweating like a sinner in church. When it comes to her going to Thailand, she's sweating like a sinner in church. There's a lot of jumbling factors, a lot of multifaceted reasons and or people. It feels like it's a lot of jumbling, it's a jumbling kind of energy, very scattered brain. Spirit just keeps saying multifaceted. Okay, but this has to do with a lot of her solar plexus energy, the fire in her belly to do what she wants to do, how she wants to do it, when she wants to do it, because that is her choice, that is her right, regardless how people feel. This is her life. She do what the hell she wants to. That's not my business. All I'm saying is this is why you're in this situation of which you are sweating like a sinner in church, and you are hiding behind your intuition, and you are acknowledging like higher intuitively, what the hell am I doing? But hey, you do what you want to do, right? This is your life. But you know within yourself, like, this ain't right. Okay, so there's this energy of guilt, remorse, nerves, worry, confession, coming clean, apology, and integrity is needed. Again, Spirit is acknowledging bless your heart. So bless your
Not bless your heart. I always giggle when that card comes up, Neo, because I grew up in the South. I grew up in Florida with a Southern family. Bless your heart. If you hear it from an adult and you're another adult, that is not a compliment. That is not a compliment at all.
heart. You know, bless your heart. But then there's this little jab, bless your heart. It's like this punch in the gut, in the throat.
Yep. Aren't you adorable? Aren't you cute? That's I'm sorry. That's just funny.
Bless your heart. Like, could you really be that dumb? Could you really be that stupid? Could you really be that gullible? Could you really be that naive? Bless your heart. Okay, there is an energy of friendship, appreciation, devotion, worthiness, caring, playful teasing. And it feels like what she really ultimately is trying to seek is love, is acceptance kind of energy. But this all makes me feel like I've said this before in other readings where she needs to go and heal her inner child and start there, please.
Yeah, and I agree with you. She needs to heal her inner child, but instead she's indulging her inner child. And she's been indulging that inner child for the longest in all the wrong ways. And she's running around like an overgrown child, doing childish things with childish ways. And that's what's got her into the mess that she's in right now. The fact that she's running from adulthood and running from being an adult, and she will not grow up. She will not let herself be enlightened. She wants to act childish.
Okay, so Foodie Beauty in Thailand. Yeah, she's seeking abundance, secure growth, warmth, beginnings, and in your prime. There's something about a pregnancy and or a manifestation. And so I'll just say this very simply. Y'all have told me that this woman cannot have kids, but every time I read on her, there is this birth, there is this child, there is this pregnant belly. And so I'm just going to reiterate, could be a pregnancy and or could be a manifestation. I do see Black acknowledging that she is protected. We all are protected.
Mm-hmm.
But this also feels like a layer energy. Like because of this energy, this is why she's in Thailand. There's this energy of her acknowledging like there's this other female. And I've been reading on that as well. And there's something there. What is there? We'll let the universe do what the universe does. But we do get a swirl of sacral energy, sexual energy, and also solar plexus energy. Spirit is acknowledging that this has to do with pouncing. This also has to do with making a move quickly. This also has to do with doing it unbeknownst to someone and someone else. Also makes someone feel like the rug was pulled from up under them because of the sacral energy affecting the heart chakra. And it was like, you know what? Fixing to go get it required an inspired action. Now is the time, readiness and follow through around this pregnancy and or this manifestation. And doing all of this gives her crazy eyes. Doing all of this makes her feel like a puppet master. Doing all of this makes her feel like she has the ultimate control and the ultimate say. Okay. It also makes me feel like there is something that she knows that makes it makes Salah do like bend to her will. Does that make sense? So it gives her crazy.
Actually, it does make sense. So the feeling that has been swirling around that a lot of us have picked up on or that we've suspected is that, Chantal, she tries to be the puppet master. She's the type of person that she's a liar, she's a manipulator, and she's the type that she will walk up to you and she will put off the front of she's your friend, you can trust her, she's got your back, she's looking out for you, she's going to do things for you. At the same time, she's gathering information and she's gathering knowledge. She's seeking out your weaknesses. If there's something about you, like you have a criminal past, or there's something that you've done that would embarrass you or get you in trouble, she's going to file that information away in her head. And she's going to treat it like an ace in her back pocket, that if you tick her off, she's going to use that information against you. So, not quite sure what it is she knows about Salah or what she has on Salah that would embarrass him or get him in trouble, but I feel like she's got something. Like she's got an ace up her sleeve, and that ace is what's giving her the strings to control him like a puppet. And maybe that's why things have gone on as long as they have, because whatever it is she has on him, he doesn't want it getting out, or it getting out to the point where he gets in trouble. And so to avoid trouble, he just goes along with whatever her plan is. So it's strange. She's an out of control person, but she maintains control where she needs to in order to get her way.
crazy eyes. It makes her feel like that just steals my pickle. Total content is a yes. Success wishes granted. Makes me feel like brouhaha. And for those who don't know, brouhaha just is it's just this energy of manipulating one's energy to bend towards your will again. Okay. And it's not righteous, it's not right, it's not of love and light. And that is your business. You do what you want to do. But like I've always said, and like I will continue to say, you get what you want on the forefront, but in the back end it kicks your ass. So just wait on it. It's coming. You know, when Big Mama say, I'm coming, it's cause she coming. She is definitely coming. Okay. Big Mama don't forget. No. Okay. Foodie Beauty in Thailand. Thank you. Okay, so there's this energy of this being a problem, this being a debate, this having a lot of fire on it in the area of business, also in the area of passion, passionate but yet chaotic, a lot of debate, a lot of hypocrisy, a lot of conversation, but argument. That's what I'm trying to get out. A lot of argument around this situation. And Spirit is acknowledging that this has to do with a karmic energy, a karmic
Ooh.
love. Okay, so things are starting to come to play. So Spirit is acknowledging like this has to do with a karmic relationship, a karmic debt, a karmic person. Do you remember? And maybe they were arguing about, and I say maybe they were arguing about this energy, and possibly someone thinking about the other. I do see Egyptian symbols here. I feel like you guys told me there was somebody else from Egypt that she was dealing with. And this is creating a lot of problems for their relationship. And when I say they, I mean Salah and Foodie. And this is because there's something very kinky and unusual and exciting that she, wants to remember. Like, you call somebody up, you be like, do you remember how? Oh my God. What is going on with this reading, child? Lord. Anyway, do you remember how you used to? I
Mhm.
remember.
Yes.
Like, I'm calling you up because you was kinky and that's what I liked. It was exciting. Like, that's the energy that's coming through. I don't know what they do, but I told y'all in another reading, like, okay. And Spirit is acknowledging that this is creating this rebound energy. This is creating a short-term relationship, fast breakup, and or grievance. So I don't know how long her and that other dude was together, the dude that y'all said he was from Egypt or whatever. But this is just a tangled, hot mess.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It is a tangled, hot mess. I think from the very beginning, it was a business relationship between her and Salah, but the entire time they both have had other people on their mind. Like Foodie, she wants to have her cake and eat it too. In the doggone it, figurative sense and also the literal sense. She wants everything. She wants to have everything. She wants to have Salah there to be her caretaker, to go get her food, to be on camera with her, and have her addictions as well, even though she shouldn't really have them. They should be healed. And she also wants to talk to other people. And this person from her past that you keep picking up on, his name is Nader, Neo. Nader El Shami. That's his name. And I just noticed something on YouTube. Like I just saw a thumbnail that this person, Nader, is allegedly going to Egypt. But later on in your reading, you talk about her meeting up with somebody in Thailand. So I'm wondering if that person is going to Egypt or is he going somewhere else? If he's going to Egypt, even if that's true, this whole time I feel that Chantal's still been talking to Nader. They've been in constant communication. That was the one that she wanted. She wanted to be with Nader. She couldn't have Nader. So, in essence, she settled for Salah. I feel that her being with Salah, it was a combination of a couple of different things. It was a getting back at Nader because he would not be controlled. He would not be manipulated by her. He bucked up to her. He told her no, and she hated it. But at the same time, she was fascinated by it. Like somebody actually standing up to her. She tried for so long to get with him and be with him and control him, and it didn't work. So she gave up. And she decided to start something up with Salah as a way of getting back at Nader and saying, look, everything I gave you, I'm going to give to somebody else. Remember all the money I gave you? I'm going to give it to another man. And I'm going to be with a man who's more attractive than you, that's younger than you. It was a get back. But I also feel it was her trying to get Nader back by putting off this energy of, you better run after me. I'm about to be with somebody else. You better run after me. You better come get me. But it backfired. It didn't work. So she settled for Salah because that's all she could get. But she really wanted Nader. And to this day, she still wants him, if for no other reason, for the sake of her ego. Like her ego took a hit, not getting her way. And she wants him back. She wants to be with him, if for any other reason, because her ego just can't take a loss. You know, like that bruise of not getting him never ever healed. But like, he's always been on her mind. Salah's got other people on his mind. It's always been a business transaction, a business arrangement, and one that didn't work very well. But you're right. Chantal's a freak. Okay, let's just put it on the table. She is a freak. She's got kinky ways. And that's why vanilla guys will never work with her, because she does have the kinky ways. Nader indulged her kinky ways, and Salah does not want to indulge her kinky ways. And so when you're somebody and you got kinky ways, you're going to be happiest with somebody who will indulge them with you versus somebody who absolutely won't. So for 2 years, she's been around someone that does not want to indulge her like that. And she's been thinking about and talking to the person that once upon a time he did indulge her like that. And she never stopped wanting to be with Nader.
It is a tangle hot mess because it feels like she plays both ends. Like, I'm gonna break up with him, I'm gonna get with him. I'm gonna break up with him and I'm gonna get back with him. And so it's just like her playing, like I said earlier, puppet master in regards to these energies. And getting to Thailand has something to do with having an argument about a past relationship, about a karmic who looks like
Okay, I'm not in the reading with you, Neo, but given her history, I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to take a guess based on the way she's treated men, talked to men. Chantal has this really nasty, nasty habit of trying to triangulate men around her. Like she likes to put men fighting over her. Like she loves having two men fight over her. It makes her feel attractive. It makes her feel like she's worth something. So she likes throwing a man in another man's face. Like way back in the day, when she was seeing Nader, she lived with a guy who was her ex-boyfriend, her ex-fiance, Pete's. So while living with Pete's as a roommate, she would talk all kinds of trash about Nader to Pete's, which would make Pete's not like Nader. And then later on, she would go to Nader's place, talk all kinds of trash about Pete's to Nader, and Nader, of course, did not like Pete's. So she had two men fighting over her. She designed it that way because it made her feel valuable. It made her feel like she was worth something. She just liked men fighting over her. And she's even said so outright numerous times. She loves it when men fight over her. And she will put that drama into play just to get that kind of attention. So I'm feeling, based on her history alone, that when Salah doesn't make her happy, which is often, that she will throw up Nader's name and maybe say something to the effect of, you know, I'm here with you and I'm paying for you and I could go back home to Canada people on my channel don't like you anyway, and there's somebody back there and I could be seeing him and he could ring my bells. You don't ring my bells at all. Something to that effect. Just trying to use another man as a threat to another man in order to make Salah come to heel, using another man's name and past presence as a form of dog leash and control to make him come to heel.
Michael Jackson, where did that come from? Anyway, I think because he looks like Michael Jackson a little bit, but having to do with Egypt and spicing things up. And do you remember how we used to spice things up? And this is just creating these short-term relationships. It creates a breakup, a grievance, a rebound, a rebound. And then there's that pattern again, a breakup, a grievance, a rebound. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, girl, get it together. Yeah, see, this is an addiction. And this is not just like... Spirit is like she has a lot of addictions. That's the energy that's coming through. Like, we're not dealing with someone who has one addiction. What do you call somebody who has multiple addictions? Like, Spirit is like, she got this. This is her behavior. This is her pattern. This is who she is. This is how she thrives in an addictive state. Excessive drinking, sex addict, unhealthy.
You know what, Neo? When you said this part in your reading, that was like, bam, right there. It isn't just about addiction. It's about an addictive state of mind. But let's go a little bit deeper. If a person, any person in the world, you live in certain conditions long enough, that becomes your normal. Whether it's pleasant or not pleasant, that becomes your normal. The abnormal can easily become your normal. And if the abnormal becomes your normal, you can get adjusted to it. Now let's think about Chantal for a minute. Think about Chantal's state of mind and state of being. For years, she's lived with addictions. Like, that's her normal. And I think there's a huge disconnect with, we live perhaps in a sober state of mind, and looking at Chantal, we see her eating portions that are out of control, eating a meal portion equal to the size of like 6 other people. We look at her like she's got 3 heads. Like, what is wrong with you? Or she'll do party favors on camera and be high as a kite to the point where she can't even talk. And again, looking at her saying, what is wrong with you? And at the same time, Chantal, because that is her normal state, her abnormal state is her normal, she's looking at us like, what is wrong with you? Like, there's a disconnect from between someone who lives in a constant state of addiction and mindset and those who don't. Like, she doesn't understand us and we don't understand her. People tell her all the time, you need to go get help. You need to go get inpatient. But she has adjusted for the most part to her normal, to the point where if she had to live in a sober state, it'd be completely brand new to her and she wouldn't know how to deal. So like, she lives on that addictive level constantly. The abnormal has become her normal. She has, for the most part, adjusted to it. Whatever pain, whatever suffering that she suffers because of her addictions, that is her normal. And she sees nothing wrong with it. She experiences pain and discomfort, but whatever it is, it's not severe enough to break through that addictive state wall and show her the other side. She doesn't want to see the other side. She wants to stay where things are familiar. And that addictive state of mind and being, there's a comfort in that for her, I feel, because she's used to it. It's just something she's been doing for a long time.
healthy coping mechanism. That is what it is. That is what it is. And so to others, it looks very like bizarre
Hmm.
and out of
Yeah.
control, mayhem, right? But this is how she operates. This is her coping mechanism. Okay. And like now the light bulb is going off for
Yeah.
me, just tapping into this energy. Like she don't know how to operate outside of
No.
this. Like if the shit ain't weird, she's like, what? I need it to be weird.
Yeah, like
Like
that again, it's all about her patterns of behavior. It's all about her lifestyle. It's all about, this is how I live. This is how I cope. I've developed patterns around my coping. I've developed patterns around my addiction and how I cope with my addictions and how I cope with my life. And all of that has become the toxic familiar. So she has the toxic familiar going on. And if somebody took that familiar away and she had to live in such a way to where it's new, it's sober, she, it would blow her mind. She wouldn't know what to do because it would be completely unfamiliar and without the usual familiar coping mechanisms.
really weird. Like I don't know. Okay. All right, spirit. Foodie beauty in Thailand. Thank you. Lies. It's just straight up lies. And I'm not shocked because when I read on her, this comes up, but it's just lies. Spirit is like it's lies.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever she's telling y'all, whatever y'all listening to, Maury said that's a lie.
Well, Neo, as far as those of us that watch Chantal, those of us that react to Chantal, we know the number one rule. Excuse me. The number one rule is foodie lies. If you learn nothing about Chantal, you learn that rule. Foodie lies. And then there's rule number two. Foodie tells on herself. It may take a while, but it happens. But always remember rule number one.
Okay. Oh, okay. Foodie beauty, one card. Okay, spark is in reverse. It's like throwing water onto a flame in the area of business, also in the area of passion, fire sign energy, passionate but yet chaotic. Sometimes your fire gets doused by others who don't want you to be all that you can be. In that case, you need to move away from the water, lest things get too damp. Water sign energy as well. Could be emotional and or could be just spirit wants to say an empath. The spark card in reverse position may also indicate that you're allowing yourself to be consumed by a thought, feeling, or situation that you're in danger of becoming completely burnt out. Compulsion and impulsiveness must be tempered now. Rest by a warm fire. Let things die down a bit. Then you'll see if the true spark will still be there. If not, you can always light another fire at another time. Fire, 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 fire. And I'm asking in regards to the energy of her moving and or going to Thailand. 31 also comes up. So this the spark has fizzled out. Okay. And now there's also this energy of dry desert. Is your life presenting you with opportunities that seem to yield nothing? Have your ideas dried up? Does it feel like you're on an endless journey through a dry, hot, lifeless desert? This card reminds you that there are times when you're meant to become resilient as you journey, through harsher circumstances. You're being required to conserve your energy until after consistent effort you reach the oasis you're searching for. Okay, consider the creatures that live in these conditions. They have adapted to thrive in spite of the outer environment. In a desert, water essential for life. Go deep within yourself now. Find your truth there. Let spirit sustain you while you locate the real source. Whatever it is you're asking about will not be found in the conditions you're in until you move past the surface of things and choose to do the real work and discover the answers deep within you. This may not seem like the most productive time, but looks are deceiving. This is a most important place to find what truly right for you. In the desert, as the spark has fizzled. Okay. Foodie Beauty in Kuwait. Trash. Spirit said it's giving trash. Okay, it's giving a low class person, not worth trying, nonsense, poor quality, worthless, and useless. And Spirit said, and you're gassing up this situation. You're being applauded and cheered on, but it's really trash. You're receiving over the top compliments, and it's trash. You're gaslighting, and it's trash. You have support, and they're supporting trash. You have encouragement, and they are encouraging trash. Spirit said there's something else in the middle of the deck. Yeah, because you're really in your
Mm-hmm.
feelings. You're caught up in your feelings. That's why you're there. That's what the first couple of cards was saying. Like, I don't know what this manifestation or this pregnancy is, but it has something to do with that. You're caught up in your feelings and you made a move. You felt like this is the time to do it, pouncing, like that cat pouncing. And you caught up in your feelings and you're letting emotions control you. So sending you love and light.
You know, Neo, I know this is not part of your reading, but I've been picking up, like one of my last tarot readings that I did on Chantal, I picked up that conversations have been going on behind her back for a while now. I saw three people. I saw Salah, a guy named Murad, and there's a third party. And there had been some conversations going on behind Chantal's back. Serious conversations to the tune of, what are we going to do about her? I feel that when she went to Kuwait, it was a business deal, it was a business transaction, that she started off being a profitable problem, hence the reason why those who put up with her, but over the course of time, now she's just a problem. And so, because now she's just a problem and she's not making much money, those involved with the business side are saying, what are we going to do about her? How do we best deal with her? So I feel like those conversations have happened, and it's just a matter of those who are talking. They've been trying to figure out a way to get her to go back home, because things have completely fallen apart. Like the business side is completely fallen apart. How do we get her out of Kuwait and keep her out of Kuwait? Because it's not working on any level.
Foodie Beauty in Thailand. I mean, the cards just keep saying the same thing, that we are dealing with a love triangle. And it feels like it's layered. It feels like it's on his end and it feels like it's on your end. Should see a doctor for that. Spirit is just acknowledging that's, this reading is alleged. Spirit says, say it louder. Got it. You should see a doctor for that. This is not like, this is not good for you physically. And that's that on that. Okay. But there's a third party, multiple lovers and choices. I always tell you choices. Good choices equal good karma. Bad choices equal bad karma. That is your business. But Spirit said that this third wheel, this triangle is what's got you waiting.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what to do in all actuality. You are moving by the seat of your pants. Your decisions haven't been made until you make them. Okay. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even a well thought out plan. And so you just constantly waiting for the other shoe to drop. And there's this energy of empathy. Like, but again, that goes back to that card, like, bless your heart. Bless your heart. I tell you, like, this energy that comes over me, it's just that you are playing You're playing a game. You are playing a dangerous game. And I think I've said it to you before, because it feels like you're playing with life. And you're playing with the emotions of others. You're playing with the people who really genuinely and sincerely want the best for you. And you're wasting their time. You're wasting their time. And time is precious. But that's that. I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to constantly be waiting, Spirit is saying, because you're playing games. So you're going to constantly be put on hold, standing in line, waiting your turn.
Yeah, and you know what, Neo? She's never going to get better. She's never going to heal until she lives in truth. Not her truth, the truth. As long as she runs from truth, she's always going to be running into problems. And you're right. Like she's a game player. She likes to play games with people that are around her physically, but also with people online. She likes to play with people's emotions, and she likes to do the manipulation, and she likes to lie to keep the game going. Like it's sick and it's twisted how she's constantly playing games. Like I'm going to tell a bunch of lies and see what lies people believe and what they don't believe, and if they find out a lie or two. Like this, it's a game to her. Like I said, it's really strange. She's an out of control person, but she pulls in control in ways that she shouldn't. Like, she instead of taking control of her life and herself and getting it all together, it's like, I'm going to control other people, and I'm going to control my money so that nobody can stop my addiction, that sort of thing. But she's a game player, and she likes to play games with lies and lying to people and manipulating people and blackmailing people, and it's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. And it's all about maintaining a public image of herself to the public. It's all connected, I feel, to her ego. Like she's got to maintain that ego. She's got to maintain keeping that mask on of, I live better than everybody else. I'm happier than everybody else. She won't take that mask off and just admit she's miserable. She's absolutely miserable.
Because you're playing games.
Mm-hmm.
What is Foodie Beauty hiding going to Thailand? Thank you. That big dick energy.
No.
Okay.
No.
All that solar plexus energy. Okay. Who Spirit needs to stop. Do you know what Spirit said? Whose dick? I don't know. This reading is alleged.
There's so much I can say to that card, but I won't. All I'll say is, if you know, you know. That's it. That's all there is.
I don't know. Child.
Apparently, that's not a lot. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay. Baby. Who you waiting to meet you over there? Okay.
Again, I have to wonder if it's Natter, because I did see that thumbnail of his where he said he was allegedly going to Egypt. Is he going to Egypt, or is he going somewhere else? Is that who she might be meeting over there? Who is she meeting in Thailand?
All right. What is she hiding in Thailand? Thank you, Spirit. Revenge.
Woo!
That's, yep, a distant lover. Mm-hmm. You getting revenge with your distant lover? Who got the dog? See, because that's where you see true abundance. That's where you see your true love. It's in your distant lover, honey. You got a third party. I mean, and it feels like you're pulling Salah's energy towards you with this plan, this brouhaha manipulative recipe to make him grovel, like to follow you.
What? Okay. So, from everything you've just said, Neo, like, I don't know if this is going to happen, but it sounds like there might be perhaps a not well constructed plan. The foodie has gone to Thailand, and she might be possibly be meeting Natter there. Because, like I said, I saw a thumbnail earlier today where Natter claimed that he was going to be going to Egypt. That might be a misdirect. He might be going somewhere else and just saying he's going to Egypt. But maybe meeting up with Natter in Thailand, spending some time with him as a sort of a FU to Salah because Salah is making her unhappy, and maybe using that encounter to get back at Salah and also get control of Salah as a means to say, see, I've got options. This former sugar baby, the one before you, the one that has the kinky side that will indulge me, the one that makes me happier, the one I really wanted, I met up with him in Thailand. So you better come to heel. You better take the leash around your neck and deal with it and like it, or I'm going back home to Canada to him. I think it's dual purpose. I think she misses Natter, but also doing it as a means to control Salah so he won't buck up against her anymore.
Like dog walking.
Mhm.
Okay. In fact, maybe that's why that dog was there. Dog walking him, knowing that you don't want anything from him other than, to be a puppet master, to do your tricks. Like,
Right. Like she doesn't love Salah and Salah doesn't love her. It's not about love, it's about control. Foodie likes to control people. She likes to manipulate people. It makes her feel strong. That's where she derives her strength. She doesn't have inner strength. She derives strength by controlling others, manipulating others, lying to others. That's where she pulls her power from. But it's a negative power. And it's spirit is telling me it's subjective. It's objective. It's not a power that you can really truly hold on to. It can come and go. But that's what she does. This is part of the game she plays.
like that's the energy that's coming through. And I mean, it's unfortunate. That's his choice. He chose to be with you. You chose to be with him. Y'all chose to be on each other's path. But at some point, he's no longer going to be there because that's not his righteous path. And you don't have to be a tarot card reader to know that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can look at the situation and be like, wait a minute, is this what is going on here? You don't need cards to interpret that. People read energy every single day. I use cards to help me enhance the message, right? But you that y'all know, y'all put the comments in there. I don't even I don't watch her. I don't got time. I don't have time. I'm too busy watching Scandal. Okay, for the umpteenth time. Too busy. Salah and Foodie. Let's get into in Thailand. Cause what? Come on, Spirit. Spirit said, let's do this. Bad timing. Because subconsciously, because somebody's got a new love, honey. And this is going to be a lesson. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay. Foodie Beauty and her other boo in Thailand. What's that dude's name? I forgot.
Natter.
I don't know. The Egyptian dude. I don't know. Lesson. Need to move on from him too. But there goes that seduction. Because y'all some freaks. I'm just telling you straight up. I don't know what y'all was doing, but she likes that one.
She does. Yeah, Natter was the one that rang her bells. He brought the excitement into her boring life. He indulged her kinky ways. He did things for her that Salah, I'm sure, doesn't do for her. Hence the reason why she is still thinking about him, talking about him, obsessed over him. She will not let that man go. So it doesn't surprise me at all. If she's meeting up with him in Thailand and they're going to spend some time together or whatever, it doesn't surprise me. Like she's been in Kuwait for 2 years, missing Natter, wanting to spend time with him. Maybe she feels like if she spends time with Natter, she can talk him into getting stuff started again in Canada. I don't think he's going to go for it, but she's going to try.
She likes that one.
Yes, she does.
Foodie Beauty in Thailand. Okay. You know what? Oh, Girl, I did not tell you. Baby. Mm, 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 mm. They, I, mm-hmm,
Uh-huh.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm just gonna tell y'all, like, she gets it in. I don't know what, like, I know the energy that's coming over me, and the energy that's coming over me is this could involve videos too. This is some freaky shit, but that's her business. But there's deception and lies. Spirit says she gotta pay the bills. That's her safe place. Whoever this is that she about to meet up in there, and it do not feel like it's a lie. Like, he might come through, but I'm just letting you know there's somebody else allegedly, um, and that person really does do what he need to do. He puts it down for her, and that's that on it. That's her safe place. That's her boo thing. And there's deception and lies.
Wouldn't that be a switch? So she was with Natter. She couldn't get control of Natter. So she essentially brought in Salah as a way to make Natter jealous and make Natter come to heel. She's been in Kuwait for 2 years, and Salah isn't ringing her bells. So just imagine if she went to Thailand to meet up with Natter to try to get control of Salah. I mean, what a tangled web we weave. This is messy. This is so messy. And the crazy thing is that neither man is good for her. She's not good for her, but these men that she's obsessing over, neither one of them are good for her. Neither one are meant for her. And speaking of Natter, he's a con artist, he's a liar, he's a scammer in his own right. But the one thing that Chantal has never understood or acknowledged is that he's a scam artist, but he's always looking out for his best interest. He's always looking for a safe place to land, and Chantal has never had one. She's never had her own nest. So Natter is always going to keep that in mind. He's looking for stability. He's going to go where the stability is. And she's never had it. She's very unstable. She's very unhealthy. Anything can happen to her at any time. If she ever wanted control of Natter or to be with Natter, she needed stability in her life, and she just can't attain that. So she'll never get him.
And it's like, you lie to me, I lie to you 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Foodie beauty, current energy. Yeah, see, the house is upside down.
Mm-hmm.
This house is not a home, okay? Breakdown in communication and transition. Aries energy, in reverse, wands, throwing water on the flame, fizzling out. Area of business, also in the area of romance. And this is creating delays and frustration for her with the 8 of wands, again in reverse. And spirit is acknowledging that this is affecting the lovers, okay? But it is so interesting. What we can see in the middle of the deck is there are some lovers. It just, I mean, baby, it just keeps saying that there is just somebody else out there. I don't know who. And Spirit said he might have even gave her some money to go over there. Is that right? Okay.
Ooh.
Is that right? All right, Foodie Beauty in Thailand. Yeah, see, Spirit says she working together. Three of Pentacles. She getting some money. There's some teamwork. There was some collaboration.
Ooh.
Do you understand? You scratch my back, I scratch yours. And ooh, is she gonna get a rude awakening? Because Spirit is acknowledging that whomever this person is, he's gonna play the hell out of her ass. And I'm just being quite honest, because she didn't learn the last time, and so the lesson comes again. It presents itself again, and then you don't learn again, and then it's like a bigger ball. It's a bigger snowball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you didn't. It's like you didn't respond when I whispered. You didn't respond when I was speaking in a normal voice. So now I got to scream. But yeah. And so Spirit is acknowledging in Thailand with the Queen of Swords in reverse, she's going to be overly emotional, malicious, and being very cold-hearted. And this has to do with the fire sign energy. This, King of Wands. Uh-oh. You gonna be mad at that fire sign? Who's that fire sign? Yeah, she's going to lose all of her strength. Spirit is saying she's going to come off very weak. But this is the solar plexus energy that she chose, okay? With a lack of self discipline. It feels like with a lack of confidence. Leo.
Like either door she chooses, whether it's Salah or Natter, neither one is good for her. And both of them can screw her over. But that would be almost karmic because she screws other people over. But it's like, there's no good choice here. The only true good choice is to not pursue either man and just go home and take care of herself. But she's got a nasty habit of keeping doors open that don't need to be opened versus just shutting them and locking them and moving on and grabbing on new people and new things. So if she rolls with Salah, she's going to continue to be miserable. If she rolls with Natter, guaranteed he's going to screw over. He's just been waiting for the opportunity.
Energy. Are we in Leo season? Interesting. Fire sign. Okay. Yeah. See, Spirit said you losing money going there too. Everything that you've tried to reap is just dry, brittle. It don't produce no fruit. You losing money. Your heart chakra is imbalanced. Your boundaries are being walked over, trampled on. You know what I'm saying? And your money is just falling out your pocket like you got a hole in it.
Yep.
Bless your heart. She's here because of greed and dissatisfaction. What's the energy with her and Salah in Thailand? Subscriber says he's coming. Well, she's depression. It's depression, nightmares, intense despair, can't sleep at night, under eye bags, tormented, trying to get ahead of it, trying to fix it, trying to get organized, but can't. She can't even see properly. You know what I'm saying? She can't see through all of this pain, these headaches. I don't know if she's been talking about migraines and headaches. Her salt, she has way too much salt in her system. Way too much salt. Hypertension, high blood pressure. Her heart is affected by this. And it's not just the food, it's the stress that she adds onto her body as well. Her eyes, something about her eyes. Okay. And Spirit is acknowledging with the King of Cups. I don't know if he's a water sign or not, but when it comes to him, she's very emotional and she's seeking emotional balance. But energetically, it doesn't feel like she's going to be able to gain it because she's so distraught. She's so distraught. But yes, emotional balance and control. When it comes to him there, lots of water energy. Could be emotional and or could just be a water sign. She's trying to get ahead of it and get emotionally balanced. But the house is just upside down. This home is not happy. They are not happy. And it's time for her to see what it is. See it for what it is, okay? There's a breakdown in communication. This home is not happy. There's no celebrations. There's no coming together. There's no family. There's no nothing. There's no nothing. And Spirit is also acknowledging moving him away or trying to get him away. There's something going on with him. Okay, let me hold up. Because Spirit said the family is not going to like that. But what is Salah going to Thailand? Spirit said maybe. Now she's trying to tap in. She's trying to do her little magic, her little stuff. She's trying to tap into her higher intuition when it comes to him, and he is as well. But it's not for certain. I wonder why not. Why is it not for certain? Yeah, Spirit says no here subconsciously with the Pisces energy because there is something that creates an energy of confusion. There's something that they're trying to suppress and they don't want it to come to the surface. They're not really ready to face their fears. There's hidden enemies here, hidden motives here, a release of fear, unhappiness even. Interesting. And then we get no again with the Five of Swords in reverse. Disorganized thoughts. Open to change, but there's some past resentment. Something is going to transpire in which it feels like there may be some hurdles and obstacles in him getting there. But I also am picking up on this energy to the family. It's like, oh, hell no. Where you think you going? Like, uh-oh. Okay, yeah, we get no again with the Four of Pentacles, greed, materialism, and self-protection. Greed. Okay, and so what I do want to say is he could go there, but it just feels like there is like this obstacle. There's this energy of delay. What is that about?
It could be problems with his passport. I mean, there's allegedly a problem with his passport, although the fact that she went to Thailand alone speaks volumes. I don't think it was a problem with his passport. I think perhaps they had a fight or a disagreement. She wanted to go to Thailand, and if Salah were smart, while she's gone, he would pack up the entire house. He would change his phone number and he would disappear. If he wants away from Chantal, now is the time. The window is open, and he could just slip away, disappear, and not have to deal with her ever again. Like, he's been waiting for her to get gone. He's been trying to figure out a way to get away from her. This is the right time to do it. She's not there physically. He could just pack up the entire apartment that they share, pack up the pets, and go. So it doesn't surprise me at all if Chantal's trying to play games, and if the family steps in, maybe that might be a good thing. They need to talk some sense into him.
It's like he wants to come, but there's an obstacle. There's a delay. Okay. What's next for Foodie in Thailand? She's avoiding disaster going there. She doesn't want the house to crumble. She doesn't want to feel the unwelcome change, the pain, the turmoil, the rug being swept from her. She's trying to avoid the inevitable. So she's holding up the house as it literally is leaning over. Like, she's trying to keep it up as forcibly as she can. But the shit is coming down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's afraid of change. That's why she's there. Spirit is also acknowledging with the Eight of Swords, she's being open to new perspectives and she's trying to avoid the change. And so she's like, how do I get around this? This is why she.
Is it because she's afraid that if she stays there, like she had to have her visa run? What is it because she feels like things are right on the edge of Salah telling her, you need to go home? Like, this isn't working. Like, she's trying to avoid that final piece of straw being dropped, like the absolute end. So going to going to Thailand as a way to give her a break, give him a break, like extend things a little longer so she can stay in Kuwait longer when she comes back. She really needs to go home. She really does need to go home.
She's holding the house up. This is why she's trying. How do I get around this? What else do I need to do? What do I need to let go? What can I hold on to? She's like going crazy. And Spirit says, what's next is she's going to rest. She's going to have to lay it down. She's going to have to go lay down. Yeah, she's going to have to go and think and contemplate and be with herself, be with her thoughts. Really figure out what her next move is. And again, it feels like she's moving at the seat of her pants. Like, you know, most people plan things out. She makes a decision instantly at that moment. Let's go. Like, it doesn't feel very thought out. It feels very rushed, and it feels very
childish. She's acting as a child would act, like the spur of the moment, in the heat of the moment, on the seat of her pants. Like, she's very much got that childish way of thinking of, let's not think about it, let's just do it. And it gets her in trouble.
Disorganized. And it feels like Spirit is acknowledging, like, you're going to have to lay down. Like, you're literally, I don't know what's going on with her medically, but you're literally about to be laying down.
Ooh.
And you're going to have to think things out, think things through. This is a very costly measure and move. And it does feel like she's trying to put things in order and get things, to her liking. However, it's still in disarray. It's still in disarray. It's not happening like she wanted to, as fast as she wanted to. Yes, Spirit keeps saying you need to find balance. And it's not the kind of balance that she would want. This is emotional balance. I know pentacles, and I know swords, no wands, just straight water. Find balance within yourself, within your emotions. Let's start there. Let's rest and get balance. Let's move in moderation. Let's have patience. Let's have purpose. Let's move with meaning. Meaningful, purposeful, okay? Because it feels like a shit show. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.
Excellent reading, Neo. Absolutely excellent reading. And I'm sorry it got kind of uh, dark in here. I got to turn the light on. Sorry about that while we're doing this in the dark. But excellent reading, Neo, as always. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react to Neo's reading. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Also, check out Neo's reading below in the comments. I'll leave a link for that. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.